Alright, 10 minutes till the Olympics, so we're going to see if we can do problem 5-12. I apologize for the speed and I can't really see, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to go right here. Remember, use of color is huge. Huge. And so you want to do it a lot, as we used to say. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on that object. And I'm going to set the layer to be center line. I'm going to click on that and get rid of it with an erase. I'll draft a box bigger than the box. So that's going to be, I think, I'm going to go with, I don't know, 10 by 10 again. So I'm going to go ahead and put my layer on view, draw that box with a rectangle, click here at 10, 10. Really not a bad idea to say minus view right away, window, plot, view for the name of the view, and then first corner from the endpoint there to the endpoint there, and then go put myself back to layer center line. And for now, I'm going to just draft a center line from the the midpoint of this line down to the midpoint of here, and I'm drafting on the current layer center line, realizing it's always not a bad idea to go left click, spacebar, C for copy, 90 degrees, and now I've got two center lines going back and forth there, which I can draw my other center line, strong base line, strong base angles. I've got another center line that's down offset 2.5, O for offset 2.5, that one is down here. That's going to be the two lobes down there, and then I have the diameter of the major circle is a diameter of 3.75. Remember, we go up here, center diameter, shift right click, the intersection here, and then 3.75. So we got basically within that 3.75 down 2.5 down to there, and now we can offset to get a couple other circles there. A couple of other circles with a radius of 0.75, which are offset 0.88 off the center. And so those circles there are at that 2.5. Circle radius 0.75. Here we go. We really only have to draft one side of this, but center radius, shift right click, the intersection there, 0.75. Try it again. Circle radius, shift right click, the intersection of there, the radius of 0.75, and left click spacebar, C for copy, shift right click, the intersection over here. So we've got those two major circles there going into that other circle here, remembering of course that this circle is not the circle to which these blend into. These blend into a circle that has a radius of 1.5. So now we can go about and starting to do things like this. Change this and this to layer object. Set my current layer now on the object layer and do a circle, center, radius from the shift right click, the intersection of there, with a radius of 1.5. You have that major circle going through. We learned to break in a positive direction. Break, circles going around in a positive direction, circles going around in a positive direction, circles going around in a positive direction. Now we can do a fillet radius. The radii there are 0.625. Going to grab this and grab this and this. The radii down here is a radius of 0.625. Fillet radius 0.625. Grab that, and I'm going to hit a pause right now. We're right here at 4 minutes, and we've really done pretty well. I'm going to hit a pause and move on from here in a little bit. We're picking it up here at this point. We're going to offset to get the two center circles down at the bottom. Those are 3 down and 2 off the side. So we're going to offset 2. That takes us out here. And we're going to offset 3. That takes us down here, and that's where essentially those circles are. And they're 2 at a radius of 0.44. Right here, center, radius, shift right click, the intersection of here, radius of 0.44. And when we look at those, we think that there's probably, those are actually, I'm sorry, they are at a radius of a diameter of 0.375. So one thing you can learn to do is to kind of either change thing here, but I'm just going to go ahead and erase. So we're going to draw those center diameter, shift right click from the intersection here, and the diameter is 0.375. You're kind of using your eye there. You're going to learn to left click space bar, C for copy, shift right click the intersection there. Now of course we have circles on the outside are 0.44, so we're going to go ahead and draw circle center radius from the shift right click the intersection of here with a radius of 0.44. Left click space bar, C for copy, shift right click intersection there. Now you've got pretty much a lot done except for the fact that you need to get that big circle done on the outside so you can do a tangent on it. What you're going to do here is you're going to, in fact, understand, I'll get this last circle down on the bottom, 0.5. And at this point we've got, in effect, I can just copy now, left click in the center, space bar, C for copy. Turn off my F8 ortho, shift right click, intersection there. We now know that we're going to have some tangents, and we're going to do finally is do the last little outside line here. The outside line there is a radius of 2. So circle, center radius, shift right click the intersection of that, a radius of 2. We've now got that out there, which means I presume that we can do now line, shift right click, tangent from this circle to shift right click, tangent to this other circle up here. And we can do mirror, but I'll just do it again. Line, shift right click from tangent at that circle to shift right click, tangent at this circle. Alright, so we got those set up, and once again, line, shift right click, tangent, shift right click, tangent. Remember, the tangent is perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact with the circle. Shift right click, tangent to this one, shift right click, tangent to this one. Shift right click, try it again, line, shift right click, tangent from one to shift right click, tangent to the other. Now you just got a bunch of trims, for the most part 813 left. We'll get awfully close but not be perfect. We have at the center, we have some holes at 0.375, center diameter, shift right click the intersection here, 0.375. We're going to go ahead and do a couple of shifts on that as we go around, and that looks kind of wrong when I draft it. If you look at that, this looks kind of wrong. So we'll see if it's right or not. It's probably fine. If you noted, the outside of that is a radius of 0.44. Pretty much the same thing we had here. So in all reality, you'll see you probably could have done left click spacebar, C for copy, shift right click, intersection right there. Now you're going to copy that a few times around. Now it looks a little better. We're going to go left click, spacebar, C for copy, B for base point, shift right click the intersection here, and we're going to rotate it 30, and then 30, 60 again, and the first one was wrong, and then we're going to go with minus 60, minus 120. And we kind of got the holes about done there. I'm going to pause it, think of my final strategy, and try to get it done in 10 minutes. All right, we're getting awfully close here. We'll get it in to the point where right here, this line coming into here gets into there. We're going to break the circle going around, and then we're going to try to break the circle going around here, and we're going to try to do a fillet radius of 0.25 and see what it does if you take this one here and that one there. And then I think that does kind of work. This one here, you'd finish that all the way around doing each of those and finish this last hole right here. We'll get rid of that there, do some trims, and we'll call that pretty much done and good. Thanks for listening.